Toad TV. I'm Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags. And I am having Red Singer in my Sunflower Farm mug.
And I'm having Buttermint in my Arizona mug.
All right.
So, rainy Thursday morning.
Yes, it is. And we are heading up to see my mother.
For the first time in 4 months.
And we're going to do it sitting outside. So we're really hoping it's not going to be raining in Montclair.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're all going to be sitting under our umbrellas like little proper British people.
However, it is very exciting. We have not seen her, as I said, in about 4 months. And we are used to seeing her every week. And she does not do FaceTime or anything like that. So we literally have not laid eyes on our mother.
Yeah.
So
we're breaking down the barricades.
But practicing social distancing.
I make that sound like, we have to fight our way out or something. That's not the way it is at all. Okay. So, questions and comments. We got a wonderful email, a very kind, thoughtful email from one of our viewers. She says, "Let me first say that I am a fan of your work in yarn dyeing, bag making, and podcasting, and that is not going to change. I made a connection between your dialogue at the end of the book discussion and the current Black Lives Matter protests. Many people and businesses are currently facing the dilemma of either joining the resistance or hang back and not be seen. Maybe the two of you are doing the things behind the scenes, signing petitions or donating to causes. But if you are interested in talking about the movement in a positive manner that also fits with your current brand, perhaps you could do a little reading on the Black suffragette movement. I found it very eye-opening myself. I am sending this as an email because I am not trying to shame you for your silence. I am not trying to cancel you. Like I said, I will continue to watch and support your business as I am able. But I have noticed your silence, and I can only hope it is out of a sense of self-preservation and not because you are in favor of the recent acts of brutality." And this one I love.
Yeah.
"Women needed male allies to secure the right to vote. Blacks need white allies now. With love and respect." We wanted to say thank you very much for sending us the email.
So, we have obviously remained silent, and if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, we have not posted there with any regularity at all in the last several weeks, and we have done this consciously because we feel it's a time that Meredith and I should not necessarily be heard. That we're sitting back and listening and learning. It's not a place for our voice because we are not vocally active like that, and we do not want to come across as inauthentic by all of a sudden becoming that way.
Right.
Also, as I mentioned in the email back to this woman, that we hope that people realize by the way we lead our lives, both professionally and personally, that it would be, that we support the Black Lives Movement completely and totally. It's appalling to us that anybody would think differently. But then we sat back after receiving the email and thought, okay, well, we only show you a small portion of who we are. And that we have to understand that sometimes you just have to be, forthright and clear in your message. We stand behind the movement completely and totally, and have been doing things personally and professionally on our own.
So in listening and reading up on different things that are coming through because of Black Lives Matter, we are realizing that we need to take a little bit more time and a little bit more effort learning about our local government as well as the federal.
The presidential election. That's not the most, but that is not the only important election that is happening this year, because going into the primary in New Jersey, which we are voting in July now, normally I would look at this as Biden's taking the nomination. I will still place my vote, but that's all it is. But that's not it. We had several local elections, and Mary Beth and I both took the time this time out when we were filling out our ballots to learn who was voting and make conscious decisions on who we were voting for.
And keeping in mind everything that's coming out about
Right.
the Black Lives Matter movement, and using that as one of our areas that we're really researching.
So, and one of the other things we have been doing is we are trying to be more knowledgeable where our money is being spent.
And conscious of where our money
conscious of where our money is being spent, not just willy-nilly going here because that is the easiest and what I've done in the past. See,
this person puts an ad in front of me and I say, yes, I want it and I will buy it.
right, and just, see, to start paying more attention to make sure that the brands and businesses that we promote
And support
both fall in line with our views, and not just that's the easiest thing to do right now, or I want it, which is usually the case.
Yeah. So we are trying to be more conscious of where everything is going.
Right. So we just wanted to say that because we realized
Sometimes, as the viewer pointed out, sometimes you can't be silent.
right.
And we want to say thank you very much for that. You did it in a very, very kind and thoughtful way, and we appreciate that.
Right.
Tremendously.
We wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
Where we stand.
And we do not support bullying or brutality in any way. In other questions, Renna says, you may have shared this before, but I'm curious, did your mother teach you ladies to knit when you girls were at home, or is it a skill you each acquired after reaching adulthood? I learned in high school from the nuns.
I learned from my mother.
Yeah. So, and then I didn't do anything with it until I reached college and I knit a sweater.
I don't think I really knit that much in college. I knit more after I got out as a hobby.
Ellen says, what are we supposed to do for the tournament once we have completed our project? I'm assuming we post a picture somewhere.
Yes, on Facebook, in the Facebook group, or on Ravelry. We have groups in both for the Triwizard tournament.
So Ravelry, we are the Crafty Toads, and on Facebook, the Facebook group is Crafting with the Toads. You will need to ask to be a part of it, and as long as you answer the questions without being a robot, we will accept you.
Yeah.
Okay. Garner and Knitter Ash said, had a quick question. Did you ever dye a yarn after Wesley from The Princess Bride? No, not yet. However, we are very seriously considering a second round of Princess Bride collection because
Liar!
that's one of them. And anybody want a peanut? And I don't think that word means what you think it means. So that there are so many other things that we can do.
And Wesley and Buttercup will probably.
Well, we have As You Wish, which is kind of
Buttercuppy.
Kind of Buttercuppy. I always planned it as more Buttercuppy, but there will be more.
Yeah.
So, Beverly says, ducks love a child's wading pool. Well, thank you, because now I have to go find a wading pool, which my neighbors are going to love. However, I don't care, because the ducks are way more important to me. So, Flippin' Pages says that she is a part of 2 different book groups. One is called Book Hags.
Okay.
Love that.
Yes.
And then the Crohn's Literary Society.
Also.
And she has read several books that they loved. One is called The Warmth of Other Suns, and the other is The Dante Club. I think I tried The Dante Club and did not like that one very much. But then she also suggests the author Alan Bradley. It's about a precocious young girl detective / scientist who rides a bicycle.
Oh, I'm pretty sure is he the one that yes.
Yes.
At the bottom of the pie or something?
Right. He has one of the books is, I think it's the first one. The sweetness at the bottom
Yeah.
of the pie.
Because somebody else suggested it to us. Whether it was on Facebook or...
started reading one that I downloaded from the library, and then we moved, and I lost that library privilege, and I never went back to it. But I was enjoying it while I was reading it.
Okay.
So I did start one of them, and thank you very much. Now I will go back and
Right.
look at that. So yeah. Okay. Darla Pease says, are the yarns needed for July and August crochet patterns the same as what knitters need? We will get back to you on that. We are not proficient crocheters, so we are having, we're not...
We haven't finalized the pattern yet.
Yeah, we're still trying to find the crochet patterns, is what I'm trying to say. So,
But yes, it will be this. We are working to keep it to the same specifications. So
yeah.
you can do one or the other with the yarn that you buy.
Okay. Liz Straw says, have you read The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak? Yes, I did. You have not.
No, I have not.
But I did read that. Her father, who will turn 97 in August, is a World War II vet, and her mother, who is 93, packed K rations during high school along with her mother.
God
which
bless your parents.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And then over on the Crafting with the Toads, Darcy Thompson has a post up. She said, if you have finished your hat for the tournament and would like to knit a shawl, she has a new pattern on Ravelry today. It is called the Chain Ring Shawl. That's one word, Chain Ring Shawl. And it is free today. Her Ravelry patterns are under Chit Chat Knits. And here is a picture of it. It looks like it's really pretty for a variegated yarn. So if you are looking for something to do, and you would like to...
gorgeous in Moonstone.
Yeah, you would like to support a fellow podcast viewer, Darcy Thompson is has got her shawl pattern on for free today.
Yeah.
So, Chit Chat Knits on Ravelry. And speaking about shawls,
Yes, I have finished my hat, but it's blocking. So I will show you when I'm done blocking it. But I'm going to start a new shawl. So I'm going to start the Ashbrook shawl by Tammy Gore. And we had mentioned this when we released the Rapunzel colorways. And that is what it looks like. It's a 3-color shawl. And it has taken a great deal of deliberation.
as to what the third color should be,
Right.
because the first two came...
The first two were easy. Because I'm using the Snuggly Duckling, which is from the Rapunzel. And then Joy. And then it was great deliberation. And I finally decided on Peter as my third.
I think that's really, really
Yeah.
pretty.
Because there's some mosaic work. And I think Peter's going to be a good enough contrast with the two other colors that it will work for the mosaic, that the mosaic won't get lost because the colors are too similar.
Right.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. It's always exciting casting on
Yeah.
something new.
Yeah. So,
And we have 4 hours in the car ahead of us, so you can get some good knitting done.
right. So it's the Ashbrook shawl. If you would like to join me.
Okay. All right. I think that is it for today, yes?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Helen is off to wash yarn because we died yesterday, so we have to wash the yarn. And then we are off to see my mom.
Yes, we're off to see the wizard.
Yes, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yes, have a great day, everybody.
Yes.